All right.
Maybe I can this a little bit to get this more of a flattering angle. I almost like the idea of the ring light being in the back, but that's too inside baseball.
Yeah.
Okay, so this camera is set.
Is anything recording anywhere?
Oh, actually recording. This is recording my Insta360, who is not sponsoring us, but I would love to be sponsored by Insta360. Hi. Or Ray-Ban Stories, if you'd also like to sponsor our little show here, by all means. What does that sound?
Video games?
Okay, video games.
You want some video games in the background?
No, I love it. Please,
Okay.
please. We need all the interest.
Lots.
Let's use our sounds. All right, so we're going live. No one's watching on my YouTube. That's fine. Hi, your friends are watching. You got one person on yours. Somehow I've dragged in 10 people. Thank you, 10 people. All of you waving. Hi.
Love it.
That's where we're at. But again, the year is 2023.
Yes.
We are coming to you live, if you're watching us live.
Yes.
Which is, hi, 10 of you. 3 of you. Hi, 3 people are watching us live now. This is excellent. It's interesting to see which cameras are more flattering. It really, truly is. It's like this one, my iPad's giving me wide, not as cute face. Looking adorable over here on Instagram. Looking adorable. No, actually, your Android's not making me look as cute either.
No, I'm sorry.
Let's cute me up a little more.
Are you down the whole
Here,
night?
what if we do that on my actually,
No, Susan Sarandon? Not Susan Sarandon. Wow.
if I
Basic
slapped
instinct.
him first episode up because you know who Sharon Stone is. Is that how we get ratings, people, between the legs crossing and uncrossing classically?
I can go back there and
Bam,
gloss up Starlog.
Look, right now, appropriate for church.
That's right.
Oh, hello.
Too saucy.
Hello. Okay.
This
No,
is-
I told you tripod.
I know, but we got for our actual podcast. This will be the feed that we'll have.
No, but wait, don't we? I thought you had sticks.
I do, but there's no sound. You can use.
Hello, you. Okay,
People are
sorry.
still out.
So it's day 101. Wait, are we all recording?
Oh yeah, we're recording.
Okay.
Fans are off.
It's already recording now?
Oh yes.
Okay. So it's day 101 of the writer's strike in Los Angeles. The whole city is in an uproar.
Yes.
And then, meanwhile, I've come to Orlando, Florida, to this lovely little location to co-host the Everyday's Halloween podcast that Keaton invented, and he is inviting me to join.
Mm-hmm.
And then, meanwhile,
Which episode number is this?
it is your 50th of all your shows.
Episode.
Hi, is it 8 of my friends? Oh, Aaron, hi.
Hi.
Who happens to know both of us through a completely separate means. Oh, God, I'm sitting in my own golf dress.
Which Aaron?
Aaron Coons.
Hey, nice.
So,
Hi, Aaron.
Isn't this? Look at this shot. It's valid. So
Okay.
anyway, we are doing an audio broadcast to your laptop. We are doing a live feed on my iPad. We are doing Instagram Live on mine, Instagram Live on yours, and we got an Insta360. We got cameras on cameras on cameras. I'm literally wearing camera glasses. This is wild.
We are live
It is the year
layered.
2023, and literally cameras are everywhere. I'm sure you got security cameras in here.
Oh yeah.
It's it's wild style. So if you're gonna hold the mic, do you want me to give you a little thing to put your thing on there? Look, right now if you just use a stool, you can go hands-free like me
I'll do it.
and interact with your 2 people watching live. Hello. Hi Jill, who's Shop PBGBs? Hi, you're my new pal. Let me put my hair down. I'm not as flattered. I'm getting very round face. I'm gonna need to start doing those things that the Kardashians do. Not the injectables, but just the scoopings. But that's why I don't do facial things to myself, because this goes Kardashian really fast, and then my phone won't open. Bitch, I'm wearing so much makeup.
You're like, this is all au natural.
This is all makeup. I asked you one time for your hair secrets, and you would not give them.
I'll give it to you.
Okay. Oh, thank you. What a gracious host.
Don't you forget it. We do a lot of talking. Try not.
All right. We will be getting around to the show, but this is very strange live. Literally, I've never done something like this with all the different cameras.
I know, this is
yet
interesting.
no one else here at this particular moment.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk a little bit about how we met.
Yes.
How this all started.
So I came into the comic book shop,
Yeah.
started buying Starlog magazine back issues, as you do, just so I could have a nice little drink in here and read Starlog. And then lo and behold, I asked a question of you, and then next thing you know, we know all these mutual friends.
Yeah.
You are literally, you didn't reveal that you were the horror guy, and I did not reveal that I am indeed Jill Kill.
That's
We
right.
just connected on a normal people basis.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're like, bro, horror fan, I'm horror fan, you're horror fan.
Yeah.
Let's talk. And then, but we didn't even say that. I was just like, okay, cool, I come here sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm visiting my dad. And then next thing you know, we both found each other on social. Like, I think I found you on Instagram and you found me on Twitter.
Yeah.
Whatever the happenstance of events, next thing you know, we're homies. And I'm like, but look, for real, like, what if we do a podcast? Because it's like, or I saw you have a podcast. I forget.
No, you
exactly
said
what
we
the
should start a
sequence.
podcast. We should do
We
a
could
thing
go back.
together. And I said, the funniest thing, I have one, and I'm
When the,
looking for a co-host.
when the great history is written, let it be looked back upon in, was it Discord? No, it was an Instagram chat. And we'll go back and see exactly how this began.
Right.
But
Yeah.
anyway, we both figured out we were horror fans, and I was like, hey, what if we start just recording Zoom? So we tried that 4 or 5 times.
Zoom?
No, that was
Oh, no,
I'm sorry, they were live streams. Again,
we
these
did-
words, whenever I use these words with elder people, like I have to translate it to as like a broadcast. Is that working?
Yes.
I was
Right,
like
right.
a teleseria. Like what do we call
Yeah.
everything now? What is everything at this point?
Amalgamation of footage all over the year.
How long have we been recording? How long are we planning?
I'd say for an hour.
Okay.
And a good
So-
hour. We've gone for 9 minutes.
9 whole minutes.
And
wow.
5 minutes of that
The
was setting
fun keeps coming, people. Again, I am Jill Kill.
Yes, horror guy.
Jill Killington, when paid good sums of money by Hollywood type people, but Jill Kill at heart.
Nice.
Jill Kill in my heart. And then what else can we say about ourselves? I am on strike currently as forced by the WGA leadership.
Wait, what do you
And-
mean force? I mean they don't let you do anything? That's
Again,
right.
it's like they can. No one can stop me of anything. I
Right.
literally don't listen to anyone and do whatever weird thing I really like to do. But you literally, if you are a member of SAG, which I am, and WGA, which I am, you cannot appear in any what's it called, regular TV shows and movies. Which I have not been in a TV show or movie since Bad Grandpa. That was my last SAG job.
Nice,
where I did a
professional business woman, it's a suit dress thing.
I had a pink power suit. I looked like I was in Sex and the City. It was very cute. It was a very different moment for me. But I was undercover in that movie. But that is the one thing that keeps on giving me SAG residuals for many a year now.
Nice.
And I've actually done quite well. I realized because I was prior to the streaming era. That was 10 years ago when I did that, and it came out. So that gives me a good number of residuals. I also worked on the show Stand. Wait, that's fake creaking sounds.
Yes.
Oh my god, there's so many like leaks in this place, and I was like, who's gonna kill us from the
Right.
live streams? Will it be you?
No, if
It could be
anything,
you, it could be you.
if anything, this is where we go whenever the apocalypse does happen.
It's,
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
hold up
maybe it
beer
has
and drink.
happened. We don't know. It could be Night of the Comet right now, where we're here hanging out, and then this is what's happening.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I worked on a WGA show,
Mhm.
The Stand. I've done a number of other WGA jobs. I've been WGA since 2014.
Mhm.
But I wrote long before that and did a lot of non-union because you do what you have to do in Hollywood. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Point is, currently we are on day 101, and then now because we've crossed over to midnight here on the East Coast, we are on day 102 of the strike, and it's bleak and cold. So I came to visit Orlando for a cease from sorrow.
I saw something came out, said there was going to be a meeting. coming
Yeah,
up.
there's a meeting coming up on Friday, so
Yeah.
the strike could end or it could continue, and I will be your correspondent as this continues. But I've been trying to focus on what can we do in these current times. The girl's got to eat, a girl's got to thrive, and then so
Yes.
everybody's got to thrive. Tell us about you.
Uh,
I've blathered.
No,
I
yeah.
have a tendency to blather.
I feel like every time we talk, I learn a little bit more.
There's not. There's nothing to learn. Don't
No,
worry.
yeah, I work here, work at the Gods and Monsters comic book store
Again,
in
we
Orlando,
are.
Florida.
Oh no, my backpack is in my
In your shot?
Yeah. Okay, so let's cross it out. Yeah, but let's not lose some of the gear. Target, really practical little Target backpack
Yes.
from this season. Anyway,
Yeah, Gods and Monsters here in Orlando, Florida, with the bar, Vault 5421.
really cool comic book shop.
Yeah, worked here for about 3 years now. Started working at Fangoria about a month ago, but it's been about a month now that I've been working with them. Which, by the way, you pushed me for that. Thank you so much.
I did not push you. I was just like, but Fangoria is amazing.
Right.
You're amazing. What is let's go get that job.
I
Again, hey, am I a life coach now? Is that what's happening?
Right.
Do you need life coaching services? JillKill.com is here for you. Whatever you need, I am setting up Stripe on my website. Just send cash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
And
like,
maybe they'll give you love and you'll find a job through that.
again, it's like,
Production gig.
what is a job? What is income?
is.
Where are we at in the world right now? We are literally we're in the strangest place physically, but where are we at as a society? Things are changing. Like I said, I went to Best Buy right before this because I should get more memory cards and battery power, et cetera, et cetera. What for my Insta360, which again, if you'd like to sponsor, please go ahead.
Yes.
Because I love these cameras. Anyway, I was at Best Buy. So many selfie sticks for sale, so many Ring cameras. Everybody is either Zooming for work, or they're all. I think there's something between a Zoom and a cam girl is like where we all are at at all times now, or we're just on security footage.
Yeah, everything we have right now is grandpa technology. Like you can literally just have two things and just be live streaming and it's great.
Again.
I love it.
Oh, I literally just got a warning. Time to close Instagram. No, sir, we will not,
No, what?
because we are currently live streaming. This is the only way I can get out to the people and tell my story of who and what I've been and what I've suffered.
So let's talk about the shows that we have been to. You came down to MegaCon earlier in the year.
I came to MegaCon. That was amazing. That was my first time at MegaCon. I came to Spooky Empire, which is a super cool convention.
Got to hang with John and I, John Bolzano.
Yes, he's amazing. He's a very nice new friend.
Yeah.
I was able to get so many like lovely items. I got this wonderful little makeup bag here from a local artisan.
Your friend was cool too. I liked her a lot. She was nice.
What's this called?
Yeah.
What else did I got like really cool makeup there. Like they
I think that was one of the people that came into our stream.
yeah.
The people that make that makeup.
No way, Creature
Cosmetics. Yeah.
I literally, is it right here? I have the coolest palette I've ever gotten. Hold on, I have so many bags of tricks here, people. We can't wait to see what's in Jill's bags.
Secrets.
Oh my god, I'm like at this big dress.
Your
I keep on. Look, this is my life, man. This is what everybody's doing at home, and now I'm doing it here for a second. It sort of looks professional. I don't know. Again, this is like I feel like we all are sort of Wayne's World. At all moments, it's just like it's sort of Party Time Excellent. It's sort of crazy.
Little yellow.
Different. See again, we've hung out. This is probably like we've been together in real life like maybe half an hour or something at various events, and then now what a savings! You guys get this all for free because I'm on strike.
That's right.
I used to get paid a lot to be on camera, but now
I went to Tampa Bay Comic-Con recently.
What's that?
It was a.
Wait, pause for ad.
Oh yes, go.
Dead serious. This makeup palette is so good. A, it looks like a VHS tape. B, it has a convenient mirror on the inside with blood already included. And then all the makeups are like Scream, Misery. And the artisan who makes these, she like hand selects like images from the movie and then like just delivers a palette.
Oh, she like pauses like the movie and pulls that color?
Yes, like literally like, hold on, I'm gonna do a little Candyman makeup here. Again, this is influencer shit right now. This is influencer shit. Hey.
We love you, Creature Cosmetics.
We actually do. Like this is I don't shill for things I don't like unless they're paying me. I literally used to be a commercial actor, and I have amazing footage of me being skateboarded over by Jason Alexander himself. That was my first SAG gig I ever did. And they called it acting. It was not actually Jason Alexander's, but it was like the appearance. A stunt double skateboarded over my head, and George Costanza literally landed the trick, and he's like, "Hey there, kids!" And I'm like standing there with pink hair, like, it's Jason Alexander. He's here to sell me KFC Twisters. Boy, was it a big day for me. But let me tell you something. When a young girl with a dream about making it in Hollywood makes $7,000 for eating a chicken twist on what's it called on television, she's hooked.
That's right.
She's hooked on that money.
Was it the first gig?
That was my very first gig, and I made $7,000. I bought myself a little editing computer so I could edit, and I continued to hustle off to little auditions after that because it's like a gambling thing.
Do you find yourself when you do a gig and you get your paycheck, do you put your money back into something to kind of keep going?
What is this, Keenan? I literally, like, we're talking ring lights, we're talking, like, a whole trip to Florida. Again, my father lives here. It's all, like, you know, I'm doing family stuff, business stuff all the time. Because right now, a podcast is apparently, like, a thing that people do. Again, I prefer the word show Please call this a show that I'm
live
doing.
show.
Because again, it's like, it's a durable word.
Yes.
It's been around for a long time. Program has also been around, like in church. It's a sermon, it's a program. So please get ready to open your coffers and your hearts, people, because Jill Keel and Keenan need your help out here. And let me tell you, my southern accent is not a put on. I was born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. That is actually, when I was a child, I talked with something between a Filipino accent, even though I'd never been until I was 14, and then a southern accent. So I'd be like, I'm very tired, y'all, to a certain degree. You know what I mean? Like, but my dad's a Yankee, a white Yankee. So again, there's a lot going on with me. I've had to adjust to a lot of different scenarios in my life. Again, it's like, it's all acting, it's all fiction, it's all true at the same time. Act accordingly. Like, the world is getting weirder and weirder.
Yes.
On our list of things to talk about today, by the way, I had a little, we have a little writing team here called AI. That's right. I'm not against the AI. I'm a collaborator with them. I've already sold out long ago, y'all. I knew they were going to be our overlords. I wrote a sex robot book about them, now available on Amazon.com, as well as from the wonderful Encyclopocalypse, I believe is how you pronounce it. Point is, you can buy my book, and you can see that I love the robots and they love me, and that's why. Anyway, now I'm saying weird shit.
Yeah, whenever I called Jill out today saying that, I was just like, well, AI's been is your new best friend. You're like, new best friend? I wrote a book
we go back.
2 decades ago.
We go back.
And yeah, no, I mean, there's your camp that, and I get artists that, they feel jaded for their stuff taken. But
again,
we can't fight the system.
Art is stealing. This is like, it's like, listen to everybody who talks about art. It's like, it's all an amalgamation. We're all taking from each other and synthesizing ideas at all times. It's just like, you can put a copyright. That's how the world works. That's how you make your money. But maybe we should abolish the dollar. Maybe we should abolish everything. Maybe everything should be free. Maybe I'm turning to Brad Pitt and 12 Monkeys very quickly.
It's all going to hell.
And the one eye starts going out of my chair. I don't know. All right, so literally outline for the episode.
Yes.
Welcome and introduction to the show again. Welcome to Every Day is Halloween. Yeah, we'll add graphics after.
Yeah, I got it.
The post team will be on top of that, and it's going to be again. Brief explanation of topics, WGN writer strikes, personal updates we've done there. Hello, next topic up, baby. You know what it is.
Is it AI taking over?
No, it's like, well, what else? Again, what happens when Wintermute finds something way out there at the end of Neuromancer? It's aliens, baby.
Oh, yes.
It's all connected in the cyberverse, the metaverse, the brain.
We're the only show that's excited about it, apparently. Nobody cared whenever they got it announced.
I've been to celebrate aliens revealing themselves to Congress in some fashion or another. Oh my God, I'm still carrying so many bags in the one shot. Because it's like there's 15 different shots going. It's not 15, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not recording video. That's
no, it's not. It's just the
only
feed from
audio.
that camera.
Point is, we had a lot of coverage, and then you've got 2 people on your live. I can't see from
You got 8, 6.
Wow, it's a free
5.
only. It's a free OnlyFans for these people, and we have 5 people.
Yeah.
Anyhow, it's time to talk about aliens, and then I'd like to know what everybody thinks, because I've always been a Star Trek fan. I feel totally excited about these ideas.
So wait, what was the exact thing that happened? The guy sat down in Congress that was from it was a Air Force guy, right?
I watched clips. I'm very busy. I'm like, aliens,
Done our research.
we know.
But basically,
super pros.
They said, did you see that there was a escorted from the rubble, there was a non-human life.
It was called biologicals, where we covered.
Yes.
And so we've had at least some sort of true investigation of the UFO and alien phenomenon that has been reported since at least the 40s. Long before that, if you go back in history. I don't know. I'm personally not scared. Are you
No
scared?
way. If they do kill us all, then you know what? It's probably time.
Hasn't The Simpsons been setting us up for this all these years? Hasn't everything in pop culture?
That's right.
Q and everybody watching us. By the way, Star Trek fans out there, can you believe how many people got into QAnon, et cetera, when it's like all like, hello, this is.
Oh,
Did I start
yeah.
Next Generation?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like,
No, I finished the last episode of Picard. That was amazing.
yes, me as well. I finished all those episodes for Paramount Plus, which has employed me happily. I watch every single one and love them. I haven't watched them yet. I watched some. I fall asleep sometimes.
Listen, season 1 and
I'm
2 are
very
horrible. Picard. Season 3, however.
That's I started over on season 3 again because it's member berries. I want my members.
Yes.
I don't want Picard hanging out on Earth with a bunch of
and a vineyard and.
Again, it's like when I watch Picard, I'm like, yo, my guy is.
I want to see carpeted walls in the bridge and everyone like that nice damp sound. Everybody's.
Again, it's like the soothing nature of the starship. But what really is weird about watching the new show is it's like, as a production person in Hollywood, I understand. Oh my God, he's like in every scene. If the show is actually Picard, we'd have to work this 80-year-old man.
Oh yeah.
Every single day for like 17 hours. It's just like completely impossible.
And season 1 and 2 had him like explosions happening and then like flaws.
Yeah, again, I saw
Leave him
one.
alone.
They're doing those tricks where it's like another.
It's another actor. Yeah.
It's another bald-headed. And again, this is where the AI could help. We would just replace out quite easily and cheaply those bad shots. Like 10, 15 years from now, like maybe I'm helping you do it because again, Paramount Plus.
Sure.
Love your money. Keep sending it.
Great.
Keep sending it because
Great
I'll still get
things.
residuals for The Stand. Now on Paramount Plus. Now that the pandemic's over, let's do a little ad for The Stand. Technically, I'm actually not supposed to do that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can't.
I'm never supposed to
She's not
acknowledge
doing
these
it.
things. But again, when am I doing it? The strike's already over, isn't it?
The kid that's playing Blue Beetle in the new Blue Beetle movie is not allowed to promote anything. It's coming out in like 2 weeks. But yes.
Again, it's like that thing was gonna flop anyway. But we might as well act like.
Hey, that's HBO Max. Yeah, we don't care about that.
Homie, I knew nothing about the Blue Beetle, and I'm a light comic book nerd. I never invested heavily in superhero comics other than Batman. Like there,
Okay.
I want my graphic novels.
Fair.
I'm like, again, my fetish is clear. It's Batman. And then it's like, I like a little Wonder Woman, I like a little bit of this and that, but I'm just saying, it's like Blue Beetle never on the radar ever.
He's very cool.
Okay.
He's very cool.
Again, it's like, we'll see it on HBO Max
Yes.
eventually. Who knows, whatever time period you're in,
But
who knows how that will be
He
found.
was in Times Square, and his sister took a photo with him in front of the Blue Beetle stuff and posted it on her social media page, and
Not
then
allowed.
everybody. But he didn't do it.
No, again, what I'm saying is like, remember when Mission Impossible came out right after the strike started, and like there's just literally a shot of Tom Cruise going, movies, popcorn, and
Oh,
it's like
yeah,
legally
yeah.
you can't.
Ooh, he was allowed to do that.
No, he's allowed to do that. He never said the words Top Gun.
Oh, right.
He never
yeah.
said the words
just said-
Mission Impossible.
He said hot words.
He said movies, popcorn, and it's like your brain knows though that
Yeah.
it's like we're now associating that with Tom Cruise. And
That's right.
yeah.
Right.
Anyway, how much time we got left? How far are we into the show? We're
Uh,
super professional here.
26 minutes.
Again, no one is paying me currently for this, but I look forward to the checks that will be in the mail eventually, and the digital bucks, the cryptocurrency, Stripe,
Yes.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, however you want to send cash. I welcome all donations. I will be setting up a 501c3. Again, I've been looking into this for a long time because I personally knew the strike was coming. I personally knew the aliens have been hiding amongst us. Because look, I hide out for a second before I reveal myself to people.
Yeah.
I'm not even an alien. I'm a born and bred American. You know.
But you're there for him, you know? That's all that matters.
I'm not there for them. I'm just okay with them. Just like I'm okay with all things. The inner peace I found. But it's also, like, literally, what am I supposed to do? Like, I had a friend who got super obsessed with aliens, and I was just like, have they come for your butt? And it was like, no.
Well.
Okay. And it was like, well, do we still have to pay taxes and our rent and stuff? And it was like, yes. And I'm like, I gotta deal with that. I got my own shit going on.
Yeah.
That's the thing that a lot of people feel about the aliens, it seems like. Like you saw those memes where it's like, got a lot going on right now, that's why I haven't reacted to the aliens.
Sure, yeah. It's
I
like,
feel
listen, I'm
like-
busy.
I mean, truly,
We're
right?
all underwater.
Like, how many hours a week do you do here?
I do like 13 at the shop.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Now, because
That's
I work
a-
at Fangoria.
Yeah.
So
Again,
now-
like, it's like, you know, you gotta have your multiple hustles. That's
Yeah.
what this is as well.
Absolutely.
Um,
When I was at Tampa Bay Comic Con, I went and met up with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game guys. Their game comes out in like less than 10 days.
Ooh,
Uh,
I didn't even know. See, I am learning something. I didn't even know that was coming out. There's a game of Texas.
And it's based off just the first movie.
The real first one,
and
like
it
the
looks-
Toby Hooper.
Yes, you can jump through the window like Sally does.
Wait, you already playing this?
Oh yeah, I've tested it. I've got connections. You feed Grandpa your blood, like you collect it from others.
So you're playing as Sally?
You play as 5 random kids. It's a prequel, basically, right before the first movie takes place.
No, I want to
Well, no,
play as Franklin in the wheelchair.
Nobody wants to play as Franklin.
Yeah,
in the
no,
wheelchair.
do you know how scary it would be that you can't move?
Oh,
and
that'd be a fun
Frank-
mini game, like a little maze game.
Look, again, what does the company call me? I've got ideas. I'm allowed to work in the video game industry. I've worked in video game advertising previously. Again, Jill is a Jill of all trades. I've had to adapt many a time. She's got chutzpah and hustle, and she'll find her way.
Jill, it sounds like you have so many gigs that you don't need any more gigs. You don't need
It's
to show
kind of
yourself
true.
out.
It's kind of true. I've kind of figured out how to do what I want, but I do need financing because I'm also an indie filmmaker with several projects on the docket. Again, go to jillkill.com. You can see my under Jill Kill Presents.
Do you have
You
reels?
can see my big decks.
Oh,
Reels.
that's a big.
What do you mean? What type of reels do you mean?
Well, I mean, like demo reels of showing the stuff that you worked on.
Child, I got so many reels. Again, behind a paywall, you've got the Stand limited event series. Limited event, that is the current 2020 through 2023 word for a mini series, is what it used to be called when it was a television, back when we were at the television time with the antennas. It was a
Mick Garris used
mini-series.
to call those.
Again, all props and loved Mick Garris, loved the hair, loved the suit, loved the shoots.
Maybe that's why you only podcast with people who.
I do
Sure,
like
it's
the
good.
long flowing locks. do you have a shampoo product that you use? What is the secret key?
Yeah.
For those of you in audio world, you're not seeing the lovely locks. I do suggest that you go to, what is the exact Instagram hashtag?
Horror guy. Horror
No,
underscore guy.
no, but Halloween 365.
Hallows Eve.
Hallows Eve 365. This is the fucking world we live in. I'm like Stan Lee, where I'm like, they all gotta be named the same alliteration. It's
Yes.
Peter Parker. It's Excelsior. You gotta have your things that you remember.
That's right.
Hallows Eve 365
Yeah.
is the Instagram place where this lives. What the show that
Yes.
you're currently enjoying on one of our many different apparatuses.
This is the first time that we've actually done a show in person. Most of the time, it's you and I and Skype.
Again, most of the
totally
time
different
was
sides.
4 times prior to this.
Yeah.
And then this is your 50th show total
Yeah.
as the Every Day is Halloween.
Mhm.
But then again, what I liked about this is every day is Halloween. Now we get to
Right.
a thesis
Yes.
that really, truly, every day is Halloween. We all put on a mask, don't we? Every single day we all put on a mask. We all live with the fears of the past, the traumas, the spooks, the scares, the ups, the downs. It's every day is Halloween.
Right. Sure, we get spooky around fall season, but when January comes, it's still very much a Halloween.
I did come up with some gimmicks on the way here.
Oh.
Do you want to see? I wanted to see how fast I could put on a Halloween costume.
Okay, I'm down.
I have just literally, these are things I packed to come to Florida.
Yeah.
Again,
This is another
I
palette?
pulled up, I do have another, I got into these because they don't break when you travel. This
Okay.
one is from Hot Topic. It's also really good, but I do like the creature effects one better. Point is,
You know they just scored licensing with Evil Dead and
yeah,
A bunch of
they have
Universal
really cool
monsters and
Evil
stuff.
Dead stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so
is it Heather Singer?
there's a lot of stickers going on. Okay, so how fast can I pull a Halloween costume right now? Let's see if you can guess what I am.
All right. Here, you work on that. I'll tell you about my Tampa Bay Comic Con.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
So-
I interrupted
No,
you.
go ahead. So yeah, the Tampa Bay Comic Con was a lot of fun. I got to hang out with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game guys. Ronnie out there was super cool. Showed off some really cool things. I'm gonna be posting on the TikTok soon. The game comes out very soon.
This is not my finest hour by any stretch. But it is close in a distant camera, and then
Wait, can I guess?
go ahead.
The girl from the wrestling show on Netflix.
Ooh, very close. Again, the hair is giving. It's giving. If I got it more straightened out, and I was, let's make me younger, and no, it's still. I'm still getting the Wolf Girl on Netflix. I will accept Wolf Girl from Netflix because she was fun.
What about the girl from Blade Runner?
That is also Blade Runner. I was going for Prey, but I think it's like a lighter one.
Yeah.
But again, all of these qualify because again, every day is Halloween. That is what you're watching,
Right.
listening to,
Yes.
enjoying. Let's use the phrase "enjoy."
What do you think of
because
Prey?
I love it.
You're so good.
I'm a predator head, bro. Like that
Yeah.
is my shit.
Oh really? Do you,
Oh.
all right.
Oh,
No, I can tell you first or second.
McTiernan style.
But I know you're going to say first, which is totally valid.
Yeah, valid. Two.
Danny Glover's great.
He's
but he's
great.
no Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, exactly. It's fine. Oh God. Let's not put the hair up. How recently have the armpits been shaved? How much is going on here? Anyway, I've destroyed myself. I was looking somewhat fashionable, despite. Let me tell you, it is like hot as Hades out here in Orlando at this current time.
It
period.
feels like 108.
It's hot. We've turned
At
off
night.
the AC and fans in here for the most part. You might be hearing a slight hum of a refrigerator and the ding ding dings of so many different things behind us because there's video games, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe the battery is still going on this 360.
I was like, they didn't just that.
No, it's still going, and I started it right when I first walked in here, so it's been running an hour straight. And usually these things heat up. Wow, the technology's come a long way.
That's right.
Anyway, we are Instagramming live from over here. We need to sell something. I feel like I'm ready to do some QVCing.
Yeah.
If you have, is it QVC, Home Shopping Network? Those
That's
are
what I
real
do for
things.
Fangoria. I literally sell advertising.
Oh, well then let's talk about how lovely Fangoria is. By the way, I just joined the Fangoria Facebook community group.
Cool.
And I because I was looking at that, I was like, wait, where's my issue of Fangoria for July? And they're like, hey, you should have gotten it already. And I got onto Fangoria subscriptions email. I forget the exact email address. We'll put it there eventually on one of these streams. But a very nice Jimmy, I believe was his name.
Yeah, Jimmy's great. I
You
love
know
Jimmy.
him.
Yes.
Well, point is, he sent me a copy. Whether mine is coming out or not, I said I promise to give it back to the people. My digital copy, I'll give it forth to the horror fans if I do indeed get two. But I'm just saying, it's like horror. I love Fangoria, and the new issue has articles about Talk to Me, which I have not seen yet. But that is the horror movie on everybody's lips at this current moment.
Yeah, it already got a sequel. Talk to Me.
Oh.
Yeah, it was already in the
No,
making.
I'm not. I know. I just groaned you, but you don't deserve that.
Yeah.
It's a great name. It's like what you all hope for is you immediately get a sequel. God, I'm showing all kinds of skin on this particular.
Without spoiling anything.
I'm gonna take down that live stream.
Without spoiling anything, I will say, Talk to Me kind of brings the dread horror back.
You saw it?
Horror. Yeah.
Woo!
Oh yes.
I haven't seen it. You enjoyed it?
Yes, I love it. It was
Okay.
probably my favorite horror movie this year so far.
Excellent.
Yeah. Sorry, Insidious. You were good, but.
Oh, I haven't seen the new Insidious. I really enjoyed the last one I saw in theater that was new for me. I just saw Nightmare on Elm Street through Cinematic Void, which is a great film curation series at Cinematic Void.
Interesting.
But they had Nightmare on Elm Street on Monday in Los Angeles, where I live, and again currently visiting Orlando. And yeah, I saw Nightmare on Elm Street in the theater, and it was really cool because the theater we saw it in is only a few blocks from Marshall High School, where they actually shot.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, but yeah, the last movie I saw in the theater that's a new horror film was Boogeyman.
Oh, I never saw that.
It was really well directed. That is based on a Stephen King short story from, I believe, Night Shift. And it was a newer director, I can't remember his name, but my friend Julian is friends with him. But I don't know why I need to mention that. Hi, Julian, if you ever hear this. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Oh, now that battery's going out. I saw a yellow light happening. It's like it's probably time to wrap it.
Did you ever see Cobweb?
No, I've not. But
Yeah.
a good friend, Sean C. Phillips. Do you know who that is? Cool
Do you know
dude
the
from
name?
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was recommending that.
It comes out on digital this Friday.
I did not get drunk or stoned to do this, but now I'm starting to get a little bit of a shame spiral because I don't like how my makeup looks.
You look fine, darling.
No, it's because I am seeing from a distance. I am entirely seeing this wolf lady from Glow that we were discussing. That is exactly what's happening. Because again, this is Orlando humidity.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you're half Filipino and then half American, white, whatever. You get a lot of
Wait,
volume.
do you know what you are?
I do. I know exactly what I am. I am such a entity that the world has never seen before.
I'm white, whatever.
You don't know? You don't know the.
No, I mean it's Irish and Scottish, but you're just fucking white. That's what I mean.
No, there's more to that. Like again, it's like these are constructs saying white. Like you are
Irish and Scottish with a little bit of Native American.
And did you do a blood sample thing?
Yeah, I did those ancestry thing.
I did not do that because I have full records of my ancestry.
Oh.
Don't give your DNA to the man. Who's gonna?
You know? So then here's what I did. I let my parents do it, and they just kind of figured me out right after, right? You already
But
know
you're
who
still
you are.
you're still in a criminal profile somewhere. You know that's how they're finding killers and such. Again, I am a completely innocent and
And then we
lovely
pay for it.
human being. Yeah, I am a law-abiding citizen and tax-paying business-oriented individual.
Yeah.
But I don't like to give too much for free. But yeah, here we are, live on the internet,
Right.
completely
Giving it
for
out.
free at this particular moment.
What'd you say you do with the aliens showed up?
I guess I guess I'm a collaborator. But again, collaboration has a bad term in wartime, but in art, which I believe we are in,
Yeah.
it's a very healthy thing to collaborate. I think it's a very
110%.
human idea. Now that I've closed my laptop, I've lost track of time and where we are in the
No,
show.
we
Are we
still
close
got.
to the hour mark?
No way. We're only at the half-hour mark.
Oh my God, time flies.
Stop rushing our show.
No, again, I am the most something like ADD or whatever it is.
No, you're fine. I saw something that was like show me anxiety, and it was somebody playing the Mario level. You know, where like they just constantly keep scrolling, and the person just keeps hopping on things and almost falling and dying. And I was like, that is definitely.
You did anxiety me a little bit. Like there's something that's so fun about Mario, and then there's something about the music where it's like no.
Right.
No.
Did you ever do Halloween Horror Nights?
Are you setting me up for like, did I ever do Halloween Horror Nights? Cut to
Right.
Jill puts in a whole bunch of footage of her loving Halloween Horror Nights.
Right.
forever
I
and
did
ever.
see your old YouTube videos of
No.
you and your friends like
Those
playing
are quite.
characters.
Those are cute. I do a lot of things that are I'm either gonna get paid for or like put away for eventually.
Did they bring you? They pump you guys in?
No, I always again it's like I do so many of these things just for the joy of doing them.
Doing it.
And sometimes now I get comped in, but that's through like a lovely friend, mutual friend of ours, JoJo. But that's a separate issue. But back then I paid for everything. I still do pay.
Yeah.
We all pay one way or another, don't
Want
we?
to go to Nintendo Land? You're paying.
Oh, I have not been to Nintendo Land yet. You? Again,
They're building it here, but
it's years out from that. Again, we're in the year of our Lord 2023. The star log is August. We passed the midnight hour in our time here on the East Coast.
yeah. So what time?
It's 1:08 a.m. So we are currently in the date of our Lord August 11th. Is it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm losing battery on this. Yeah, August 11th over here, but it's August 11th, 2023. Again, I'm working in a few different time zones because I'm doing some stuff. I'm on the East Coast of America currently, live on the West Coast of America in Los Angeles, and then I'm doing a lot of business in the Philippines where my family's from, and I'm hoping to expand into filmmaking. And actually, I'm already expanding into filmmaking, Dallas, because honestly, I got productions going. Point is, different time zones, getting people to meet.
Yeah.
It's a whole ordeal. Wow, I feel like I could plug it up right now.
Absolutely.
I'm using one called app. Hello! I think we just came up with a bit. Hashtag absolutely. Okay, no, seriously, like, because I want to do. Right now, we're designing what our show is live, and we will do AI helping us design the show some more.
Sure.
But yeah, I use an app. I always get the name wrong. That's what we're doing here.
Just take over the instantly, like my face melds into 16,000 different photos.
Globe Tempest. That is a very useful app where you literally like you can like whenever you have a meeting or you're trying to get somebody at a certain time, you like can just dial it up and you know what time it is.
I'm always Googling going,
I
what
think I
is
paid-
time in EST?
No, but it's so hard. No, but again, in Eastern Standard Time now. But if you're trying to set a meeting for next week, your Tuesday,
Right.
and then you're trying to like get everybody on the same page, and let me tell you, I consulted on a horror show for India during the Deep Pandy. I was just like, can I get work on an Indian show for Amazon while living in Los Angeles peacefully? I did that. It was very lovely.
Yeah.
The show did not go forward into development yet, but anyhow, they are in. Most of the people are in Mumbai, and they are half an hour off from most people's thing. So it's like it's literally like, hey, it's 1:10 here right now.
Yeah.
It's something 40 there.
Right, yeah.
And that messed me up. I was like, I didn't even know we were allowed to
You're like,
do
there's
that.
halves? No,
Well, because
these
you know, like
holes.
Arizona does, like they don't do daylight savings time, right?
Yeah.
It's like those.
Oh, did they just opt out?
They just opt out. So it's
Yeah,
like you
good for them.
literally go from New Mexico and you're trying to get to California, and it's like, wait, what time is it here? It's a
Yeah.
different time. Again, that's what happens when I go to Florida. It's a different time out here.
It really is.
Again, like which resorts would like to sponsor me when I come visit? Because right now I paid a good honey dollars to stay at Well, I won't be revealing where I'm staying, but you can get a nice $100 ticket in the middle room in the middle of the week
Yeah.
in Orlando in the summertime currently. Anyhow,
Glorious
I'm
AC.
my girl. I ramble, don't
No.
I?
Love it.
What else would you like to discuss?
So we talked about aliens,
Everything's
how we
therapy.
care,
Oh no, you
everybody else
texted me
cares.
more ideas earlier. Let me go back.
Yeah, pull those little cliff notes up.
Should we come up with a name for our fake? Who's the guy that Joe Rogan has, where he's like, "Guy, get your thing," or like Howard Stern has Robin.
Yeah, Robin. I know
Yeah,
Robin.
who's our fake?
Or Robin.
We'll just call Robin. Whoop!
Yeah.
Hello, Matt.
Hey. No, okay, so Highland Hornets this year, they announced over on your side that the Evil Dead. So you get that. We don't get that here.
Yeah, but you have more mazes here, don't
We
you?
do have 10.
See, it's like they both have their own treats. You know,
They do,
it's like
yes. We had The Exorcist, the new Exorcist movie coming out. How do you feel about that, New Exorcist? Which, by the way, rest in peace.
Yes, William Friedkin just passed away. Rest in peace. I just watched Sorcerer for the first time. He is such a master filmmaker. It's his worlds he creates are so textured and realistic. And if you watch Sorcerer, he did some of the craziest directing you've ever heard of, where they drive real trucks over a suspension bridge. Have you seen that?
Oh, so I haven't, but like ever since everyone's like, "The Exorcist is great," but you need to watch this movie.
Again, it's just like it's a dare to be a filmmaker in what was that year? The year they made that was like 70s, right? It was like 70. It's like right when Roy Schneider was hot off Jaws.
Yeah.
And then it's like
It was after Exorcist, right?
yeah, and they were gonna make the movie with Steve McQueen, but Friedkin is so salty that he was like Steve McQueen made the very reasonable, you know, again, I work and live in Hollywood, and I have for many a year now, the very reasonable Steve McQueen thing of like, hey, can you make Ellen McGraw a producer on this so she can come down to the Dominican Republic with me for X amount of time while I'm like in the mud all day, at least like I know I can go home to her at night. And Friedkin's like, we don't have any producers that aren't producers on the movie. And I'm like, hello, every TV show I've ever worked on, every movie I've ever worked on, there's some random producer.
Yeah.
Again, it's like no, there's again, it's just like you gotta pick your battles in filmmaking. It's like I feel like Ally McGraw being on set, who's hurting here? Nobody's hurting.
Nobody.
Point is, that didn't work out. Steve McQueen dropped out of the project. It would have been legendary if they'd gotten Steve McQueen.
Yeah.
Instead, we have Roy Schneider. And again, he's great.
fine.
He's great.
Sequence.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It is fine. It is not a Steve McQueen movie. And when you see the hell of directing that movie, where it's like literally all exteriors, jungle day, like literally blowing stuff up. I think it was like a 10-month shoot or something crazy.
Yeah.
Point is, it's like that is one of the craziest productions I've ever seen. And the fact that William Friedkin lived through that and lived to he's almost 80, or he was in his 80s. He was 87, something like that. Point is, he made it to a ripe old age of directing to see, like, you know, his movies coming forth into whole different things.
And he seems like I don't want to say curmudgeon. Yeah, curmudgeon-y a little
Salty
bit.
as a motherfucker. Gives no shits. Talks shit about other directors. Talks shit about
Yeah.
actors. Talks shit about Pacino, which I would never do. Although,
Del Pacino.
again, it's like I like Dunkin' Donuts and I like Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Pacino, I will drink one. The whole thing that he just recently has knocked up somebody, and that there will be a youngest Pacino. And he's like well into his 80s now. Again, he's the Godfather boy, literally.
Nick Cannon.
In so many ways.
Move on over.
Nick
Al
Cannon ain't got
Pacino.
nothing on him. I think Chaplin was doing the same thing. Again, so only legends reproduce that late in the game.
Yeah.
I rambled again. We were talking about the new Exorcist and how I feel about it, and
Yeah.
maybe I skirted the question because maybe
We got two gals.
one of my goodest friends in all the world is a co-writer on that, and maybe
Okay.
yes, Peter Sattler, my very very good friend, and again I know nothing about the movie. I saw the trailer. I think it was cool, but and then I also I might have to recuse myself from questions like that. Again, it's how you feel about it. But that's the thing. Every horror fan has their different things about movies.
Yeah.
If you want to figure out what my baseline is, what I really, really, truly want from a horror movie, Lost Boys. And again, is that quite a horror movie? Not quite. But it's like, again, I love your Texas Chainsaws. Like deeply, deeply love Stephen King. Love all these different things. But the flavor that I come back for over and over again.
What do you think? What do you think it is that you like about Lost Boys? Is it
Happy ending.
It is a happy ending.
It's a happy ending story. And then also, again, the textures of the world. It's like, the shots in the beginning of what Santa Carla's like,
Yeah,
the
you're building the
relationship
world.
between the brothers, the caves, the keepers, the Jason Patricks, the Jamie Gertz. Do you know she's like the richest actress in the world?
Really?
Not,
Like we got cows from Twister?
This is what I'm saying. No. What I'm saying is Hollywood is an illusion where it does not pay as much as it seems like it does. But she became a billionaire, I believe, through real estate and heritage. And
Oh, you don't know the mom?
No, Jamie Gertz.
Star?
Star.
Yeah, that's We Got Cows from Twister.
Yeah, but she's not a mom in Twister.
No, but she's like the southern lady she's Bill
She's-
Paxton's old flame.
No. She's the current flame. Helen Hunt is the new flame. Again, I don't want to. I don't want to get into the plot points of Twister. I watched it pretty recently. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. But again, I love my Paxtons. You know, it's another favorite. Again, I love vampires. I love Near Dark. Between Lost Boys and Near Dark, I slight. You should be sorry. Again, that's just a female director. Sorry, that's not true. Patty Jenkins is the director of the Wonder Woman franchise and many other lovely projects. But I worship at the altar of Catherine Bigelow.
Catherine Bigelow.
The greatest, one of the greatest, gender aside, one of the greatest directors who've ever walked the planet. And then one of the greatest films ever, Point Break.
Oh
It was like an achievement between her and James Cameron. So again, I love the things I love, and I know the things I know. God, I should really wipe this makeup off.
Oh, it's not that bad. Stop.
No, again, it's like we live in an appearance-driven world, Keenan. This is not allowed. I do have makeup wipes conveniently located.
Do you know Paul Davis?
Do I know personally who is Paul Davis?
He wrote the Lost Boys book behind the scenes and pulled all.
Oh, I do. I have that book.
Yes.
Terrible binding on it. They need to work on the glue of it.
That,
It ripped off. Again, a lovely book. Some of the most gorgeous art. But
They'll be here in Orlando going to Halloween Hornets.
Oh, you're actually friends?
Yeah, we're BFFs.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
again, I don't know who I call a BFF. I have several, but I won't reveal them because I want them to be safe.
That's right. Yes. But no, that book's wonderful. I saw so many behind the scenes photos.
I look like I've been playing Batman, and I've come in from a long day of playing Batman, which is sort of what I do.
Something.
How are we on time, Gina? Are we wrapping it? Yeah. How are we on time?
Ooh, we still got 20 minutes.
What I need is next time we do this, I need a big old clock.
All right, I'll give you a
You know what
clock.
I mean? I need a countdown clock. Because again, I like to give you a tight show, people. As a movie director and writer, I love a good 90 minutes perfection.
I like us talking movies though. What other cliff notes did you have in that lookup here?
Oh, sorry. There's so many. Again, right now because of the strike, I am my own hair and makeup. I am my own
gaffing.
You did most of the sound and
Audio.
gaffing.
Yes.
I did the lighting, the ring light. I crewed us in. I fed me.
You don't
I
need set
couldn't have
designers.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, we're not the set designers. Again, we are located in the lovely Gods and Monsters comic book shop. All this production value is available to us.
You can come drink
Thanks to the largesse of the people.
Lacto Ecto Cooler.
Oh my god, I have that. It's so good. And I peeled off that
Yes.
sticker
Did you
and
really?
kept it. It actually peels off very
Oh, does
nicely.
it?
No. Do you want me to peel it off for you? Because I kept the
do.
sticker. The glue has only gone bad after this empty.
It's
It's currently anyhow, what's our next topic?
I want to talk a little bit more about Howling Hornets.
Okay.
So yeah, the
Wait, let
Exorcist
me ask you.
here.
Let me ask you a question between the two of us.
Yeah.
And all the people listening. Are you being was part of this in the capacity of Fangoria, where did they give you an agenda for anything, or is this all just out free will?
This right now?
Look how nicely this peels off.
Wow, you weren't kidding.
Oops, I'm wrinkling this. So it comes right back out. See?
No, I
How
was
many
wanting
things can
it.
you do this with?
It's true.
What a twofer. I got this at Halloween Horror Nights
Yeah, like a
last
fever
year, and I kept it. Yeah. They have the best steam drinks you could ever buy.
They're really good.
I got a giant light up crystal skull, not anything to do with Spielberg. But anyway, it's a crystal skull cup that came with a mango popsicle
Ooh,
inside of it,
nice.
and it was a spicy margarita. Yep, right here. And then here's this, and you can still drink the drink. And what a nice! Now we have a non-branded drink we can drink if we were on
Right.
camera for that purpose. But anyhow, I digress as I do.
So you were asking me, what were you asking me? What question?
I was asking you about Halloween Hornets. Oh no, I was asking you Were You Given an Agenda by Fangoria at all? Because they do not sponsor our show, but we do welcome it.
Yeah. So Fangoria right now only has 2 podcasts, Colors of Dark and the King's Cast, which is all Stephen King based.
Okay. I should do something with them because I know a little thing or two about Stephen King. If I do say so myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
You dabbled in your Kingdom.
Again, I worked on my favorite Stephen King book ever as a TV show, The Stand. Again, available on Paramount Plus. Wait, I'm not allowed to say that.
No.
Strike that, reverse it. Didn't say it.
Yeah, right.
Go on.
Missy
Elliott style.
Yes. So they have 2 podcasts, and yeah, it'd be cool to have every day as Halloween.
I mean, look at all this production value. You can't afford not to have these savings.
That's right.
So what were you saying about Halloween Horror Nights? Your friend Paul Davis.
Yeah, so
author.
Paul will be coming down. Yeah, I'm checking out the Exorcist house. I think they have a bunch of original ideas like they do every year. Like a pretty good smorgasbord of haunted houses.
I like that.
Going out there. I'm very excited to check it out. So he had the Tampa Bay Comic Con. He did MegaCon this year.
Yes.
How was your MegaCon experience?
MegaCon scared me because everybody there was an anime. I had no idea who they were. And then that's
Anime or anime?
Anime, and that's when I started to sound like a Southern grandma, where it's like, "Oh, honey, you're an anime, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're so pretty. You're just the prettiest little anime." Again, adjust the levels. I just started screaming on mic. I'm sorry. Again, we are our own tech people now because again, we are on. I am on strike. You're not. You're fine. You're fine. You're on. Have you ever been in a labor union? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What labor union were you in?
I was honestly freelancing to filming TV shows.
But you
I
were
worked for
not.
ABC Universe.
But not a union.
No.
Because you were doing gaffing.
Yes.
And that's non-union, or does that ever go out?
No, I think it's union. They brought me onto the gig.
But you were non-union and you didn't do enough hours or whatever. Because again,
Right.
the specificities of each union's requirements and how it all works, it's like there's never many questions.
Yes, I was doing off jobs here and there, so never equal enough hours to put me on the set. Or not set. But it was still fun. I had a good time.
Again, we always have fun even whether it's union or not. Again, I'm having a great time right now.
I smoked out of an apple with an actress on the set.
Well,
from catering.
who is the actress? Is she a big name? I dropped my wallet.
Oh yeah.
PA, can you go get that? Oh, there's no PA. Why is there a countdown? I'm not being allowed to talk anymore on that.
Gas.
What does it say?
1.
Did I?
Way to go! Set new personal record by seeing how many weeks in a row you can go live. Continue.
That's my very first live. Live video ended. Share.
Yeah, they'll just sit under story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. This is genuine.
It is very genuine. This is uncut.
Well, I mean, again, by the time I get through with it, this is going to get cut and chopped to pieces. Because again, JillKill.com is known for her editing, her writing.
That's right. And just to let everybody know, this is a unique thing for us to be in the same room doing recording, because whenever we do record, I can actually read the chat and answer back and forth what everyone's saying. We can't see that far away.
Next time we'll get a better setup for that.
Yeah. But thanks for hanging out with us.
Why did you? Oh, because you're on live on that one. We need one more laptop so we can see the live.
Yeah. Yeah, except for Halloween.
Again, Halloween is every day. I thought that you knew that's what this is.
Right.
Every day is Halloween.
Correct.
Halloween every day. Oh, I even looked up how to say it in Tagalog. Awan of Halloween naman. I don't know, something like that.
I was close. I was amazed that you were able to say, "Hey, we're going to Gods and Monsters to do that every day sound podcast."
Again, that was using an app because my Tagalog. My dad was American. My mom liked having a secret language and stuff like that.
Oh, I love that. No, are you excited to see Halloween stuff in stores?
It's already out.
That's what I'm saying.
Like oh my god, I saw a friend had a Ghoulies blanket from Spirit Halloween.
What is it? Ghoulies?
Ghoulies.
Oh, Ghoulies.
The Ghoulies.
Yeah.
And I had never thought of going on spirithalloween.com.
To find everything.
I literally thought like, oh,
they've
only taken over every old big box store, and like, you just go there. You don't need to go online. But I went online. They were selling animatronics for like $300 or $400 that would blow your mind. Where it's like, wait a minute, like a Leatherface.
Yeah.
A Mars Attacks alien.
That's the one I want. I saw that. I was like,
Why is that in here? I feel like if
They're
we get a
getting
fun.
I sent the link to the job, and they're
Who
like,
owns this place?
Anna
I know
and
nothing
Todd.
about Anna and Todd.
Anna and Todd.
You know
They're
that
a
picture
couple.
again? Cut to in Lost Boys, the old parents who like lean press against each other's heads while the Frog Brothers are asleep.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like Anna and Todd. Well, again, thank you to them for letting us be here
Yeah.
because this is a weird, wonderful.
They
dream.
love you.
Really? I never
Yeah.
met them.
They've seen you a couple of, when we've done our streams. He's coming to the stream.
Oh, okay,
and
okay.
said
I didn't
things
know.
and stuff.
I'd like to meet them in person.
Yeah, they're
Because
super cool.
I love people that are nice.
Yeah. Yeah. They've ordered an act that will show up somewhere in this park.
That is incredible.
Yeah, I'm excited. That's cool that you went online, you saw those.
No, I mean,
animatronics.
I did not partake in an animatronic yet because again, it's like I live in an apartment where it's like now I live, me and the animatronics are.
Yeah.
Then it's like
One and the
home
same.
again, jiggity jig.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I don't want to be.
You with your love of AI, I mean, animatronics would just fit right in.
Again,
you
it's.
know?
I guess I am peering into my own future.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's like the synths, the mechs, the different cyborgs, and
Yeah.
us, the humans. Again, it's like I feel like we've quietly moved into the cyborg age
Mhm.
with everybody just being attached to their phones the way they are in their
Oh,
hand.
yeah. When you're
It's
bored,
like-
you're just on your phone.
It's like it's right now. It's here. We're moving into AR, so it's going to be here, and the headsets are getting
yeah.
smaller and better, and blah blah blah.
Yep.
It's just like, and then it will be internal, and then they're already starting to do. Wasn't there a man who was able to order pizza or something just using a bot? Again, it's like
What?
some of these things. I'm like, is that a gimmick? It's like how do we validate
Right.
and verify that all these things are true, and not just like the lavalier mic that I bought on Amazon that I thought was so cool because they're about the same size as earrings. You get two wireless lavs and plug it in your phone. I was like, this thing didn't work at all. I charged up the two things, going back to Amazon for the $20. I thought it was 40, it was 20. Anyhow, until you order it and try, you don't know what's real right now.
That's
Do
right.
you? Do you know what's real?
I'm trying. I'm trying to grasp onto reality, but just keep slipping through my fingers because I don't know what's real.
What do you think is real? This is where we get, this is the contemplative part.
Talking, communicating back and forth. I mean, anybody can say this is also out.
But you live stream online with a fake background, again, a digitally enhanced, there's
Right.
fake is judgy. A digitally enhanced background.
You're accepting
Is that real
fakeness.
to you?
I think that as long as the words coming out of the human
Do you have a
body
family
is-
member who's confused by that?
I'd imagine so, yeah. They don't admit it, but they are.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I have to, like, when I tell my dad I'm going someplace, I can't say I'm Ubering or lifting. I'm like, I'm taking a taxi that's not yellow.
Right, you
know
just
what I mean?
know what to say.
I'm like, it's a rental car, sort of. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know how to use the words, and people don't.
I just sent my folks off to Pittsburgh to visit their family, and I was like, oh, just, you don't need a car, just Uber. And they just had a dead look in it, like, it's just not happening.
Again, it's like you gotta stay on top of it. I am not
Yeah.
a TikToker yet. I have a TikTok. But I have barely used it because again, the way it feels like madness when you join a new app.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like you're hurtling into an abyss of like just people.
Oh, I know. The algorithm can feel like you're overwhelmed. Yeah. All the editing is so tight, and you're just like,
Again, it's like I love editing. I've always been a tight editor. The editing doesn't bother me. It's just the scrolling and the finding and then the weirdness of like
then
somebody.
if you don't hashtag it right, yeah, you get all that stuff for nothing.
But it's like someone's grandma spinning around and cooking a meal for me now, and it's like clearly like they've got a really dope relationship with their grandma or their neighbor, and they're producing this and making money off a very clever elderly individual. It's
Uh-huh.
like, what is the weirdest thing you've seen that like makes you contemplate everything over and over, like that's happening in social media?
AI art, like the how fast it's moving. There's a point where like we're having like, and I know people worked on like Carrie Fisher's face in Star Wars.
It
and, like,
looks
those
better.
movies.
But you know why it couldn't? Like the way that AI looks in say like The Irishman.
Yeah.
They did not have the entire rights to the library of all the things that Robert De Niro had acted in as a younger man.
Hmm.
So they had to generate it using points on the older man's face and then sort of an amalgamation of what Robert De Niro looked like as a younger man, but without sampling those copywritten images. Again, that's what's
Yeah.
interesting about the time we live in. Google and YouTube gets around those copyrights no problem, so you get perfect young De Niro fakes on YouTube.
Yeah.
But to do it within a movie construct, a film LLC, then you are starting to infringe upon the copyrights. Even if Martin Scorsese directed those older movies, and he's directing this one, he does not retain the rights to certain of the older pictures. But Carrie Fisher, Lucasfilm was very forward-thinking in owning all the rights to the images of young Harrison Ford. I think they did that with Peter Cushing, and then whoop, with sorry, they still these are live effects. Wow, you know, like somebody else have to pay the morning zoo to like. But anyway, yeah, Carrie Fisher looked cool in Star Wars, but not quite.
Sure, yeah.
No, again, what I mean, the CGI. AI interface fakery effects.
But you can, like, with time, you can always just be like, hey, here's your cursive people. Always go and edit that, put it back on the
Again,
get
it's
it
like
better
that's,
and better and better.
That's the other thing that's interesting to me about the time we live in. It's like we all have shared memories of what these movies were, but then people are constantly updating them, and it's like to a certain degree, it's like, okay, some people prefer the version of the memory, some people like the Blade Runner director's cut, some people like the final cut, some people like the first cut they ever saw with like the weird narration that Harrison Ford didn't want to do. You know what I mean? It's like we all kind of choose our thing that we like the most.
Did you hear that Disney is pulling out of physical media? They stopped in Australia this month, and they're moving throughout the world, and then America's going to be the last one. But
that makes sense because the shipping costs versus the digital distribution.
And they want you to be on Disney Plus.
Yeah, they
They're
want
losing
you,
money by giving
again,
you a
it's
copy.
like what I came to understand about the streaming wars, as they were being called even prior to the strike, is that everybody's after your attention, including us. How are we on time? I gotta wrap up. I got a sermon for us. Come on in, children. Come on, Jill's got something to say.
Bring all the children forward.
No, back in my day, we had 3 channels, 3 snowy ass channels, and I'd be struggling to see like my TV edited version of a horror movie I wanted to see. Like Nightmare on Elm Street would be like edited with like, you know, Freddy's barely doing anything to people because it's like, you know, they don't want Atlanteans. What do we call them?
Atlanteans.
They didn't want us ATLians, if you're an Outcast fan. But they didn't want you seeing all the gore. And these things were edited out for commercial purposes, for societal good, etc.
But how exciting was it to see Nightmare on Elm Street on TV? Like, you were like,
that's it. Like, it's like that's the only way I got it. I liked what I saw. Eventually, I saw more, as I saw in the theater this week, where it's like, okay, this is literally my first 35 millimeter screening of Nightmare on Elm Street, seeing it for the first time in 35 millimeter in 2023, and a pretty good print.
I love it.
Point is, I always saw things in like such shitty formats, but it's like if the idea struck me, if the acting struck me, if all these, if the heart of it was there, you know what I mean? It's like if the heart of the ocean was there, it didn't matter how it came through to me. It's like it's what I liked. Point is, it's like now everything's super high definition. They're selling me on 4K. Like I forget how many K we shot the stand on. We shot it on Sony Venice. We shot with like the very best cameras, fantastic cinematography and DPs. But when I tried to show my family in Florida the stand, I literally had to instruct everybody, like hold a Zoom symposium where it's like, here's how we download the CBS All Access app. By the way, it's going to be rebranded as Paramount Plus. Plus, don't worry, I bought you all gift cards so you can watch this. I like literally set it up on their TVs, and I'm all excited at Christmas. I'm like, look, Uncle Nick, like look what your weird black sheep niece finally did. You know, like it's like look like Nino, this is what I did for you. Like look at my show. We could not watch it because they were trying to broadcast in 4K, and they don't do the thing that Netflix does where like the resolution goes way down and just meets you where you're at. I literally couldn't load the show. I like loaded it and it kept on stopping as I'm trying to show my family, and I was like, whoa, this is like so much work on my part, and I literally worked for the show for years and years and years, like to get it made. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm literally paying and like tech savvy and like knew how to do all this stuff. I could barely get my family to watch it. And again, even with all the like Christmas time shenanigans, they're all like, oh, Jill, we're proud of you, whatever. You're still not a doctor.
I can show you a trailer on YouTube.
It's true. Again, it's like I showed them a trailer on YouTube. Again, it doesn't. It's not the same. But point is, it's like that's when I started to realize. I was like, okay, we shot it for the future. People, it's going to be on Netflix eventually. It's going to be available into perpetuity. It doesn't matter in the current sense, but at the same time, I'm just like, okay, it's like over $100 million show. So much advertising putting in, so much work and care and love. Can't get to it in a lot of places. I'm not even supposed to be talking about it because it's a strike. But I'm just saying, it's like all these things you start to realize, like, you gotta meet people where they're at, you gotta get their attention, you gotta keep it, you gotta sell them something they need and want, you gotta use their time wisely, make them love you. All these things I'm trying to do on a project while keeping my job, while dealing with development executives, while like paying my rent, dealing with my family, love, happiness, health, wealth.
Yeah.
You know, you're watching your finances, you're doing all these different things. I'm just like, how the streaming wars, they have begun, you know?
Yes.
It's like, again, it's like, it's an attention economy. It's like, whether you're watching something on Netflix, you know what you love and what you don't love. It's like, you love Pee Wee Herman. Like, you know, it's like, he found us in so many different ways. Film, like, when I was a child, I was very confused why the Playhouse was so different from Big Adventure. Now I understand those are entirely different copywritten worlds.
We didn't know.
We didn't know.
Didn't it start out as an HBO special?
Yeah, and it's like, that's available on HBO Max right now. To watch it is a little bit weird because it's like sort of referencing 50s things that I don't have a reference point for.
Right.
And it's like a little bit too adult, but he's still so charming.
He's like go-go dancing.
Again,
Go-go dance
he is great. He is the talent
Rubens.
here. And again, that was like also like Phil Hartman and so many other great actors and people started on that. Point is, what is the point? Every day is Halloween, A.
Yes.
B,
Paul Rubens is.
always a revered God.
Yes.
I never turn my back on him.
Oh, we're talking about streaming services.
When he was caught masturbating, I was like, he who has not touched himself cast the first stone.
Which, by the way, here in Florida.
Oh yeah, in Sarasota.
Right here in Sarasota.
And again, it's hot here. People do all kinds of weird things.
And you know what? Didn't do anything wrong.
He
masturbated in a porno
If he
theater.
heard anything, he hurt himself. Again, I went into a porno theater back in the day out of curiosity when I turned 18, and all I heard, it sounded like lobsters.
No.
Because you could hear belt buckles just moving stealthily in the darkness. Here, I'm trying to do it into the microphone. It's just
Did you go see you next Wednesday?
I don't remember. I didn't know what it was.
Did you know that reference?
No, what's that?
American Love from London.
Oh, yeah. Again, a fan of the movie, I don't know what that reference entails.
Yes.
Again, I remember more of the.
Oh yeah, he goes to the porno theater and he's like, look at these people, and they're all ripped up.
I need to watch it because again, it's like sometimes you remember a scene from a movie right now. I'm not remembering that scene. And again, that's the thing. It's like
So the big ending happens. When
as a writer, producer type person, a director type person, there are so many different battles you're choosing for a movie. It's like if you brought John Landis himself, I'd be like, which scene now? You know what I mean? It's like there's so many things that go into it. And it's like, where are you at in your life? Do you remember that particular thing? Are you trying to forget it?
Yeah.
I don't remember that scene at this moment. It's the one with the werewolves.
Yeah.
I don't think of it as a porno theater. I think of it as just a theater.
He goes to a theater and there's like a comedy bit where the guy comes in and she's like, I didn't order anything. And he goes, okay. And he just leaves and the porno music like stops. But it's
I
like
didn't
a
realize
bit.
it was a porno. I thought it was just it's a dream sequence bit. Because he's having nightmares about his werewolfness.
Right, well, he has Jack, his friend, is all half
Yes.
sitting next to him talking to him. He's like, I am not seeing this, I can't believe
What do you
this.
think is the thematic significance of American Werewolf in London? Write me an essay. Right now, I'll have ChatGPT do this later. Tell me the thematic significance of American Werewolf in London. We'll post this later.
Okay.
But it's really, it will write it up just lickety split. But do you have an answer for me? You know, I'll give you.
I just love it more than Paris.
Paris is cute.
But
it's,
Paris is fun, right?
It's fun. But the reason that American Werewolf in London strikes a chord, I think, is because it's about the dangers of sexuality and the burgeoning feelings of a young man as he starts to know his dangerous side, or all of us, the dangers of our own sexuality.
Well, there's nothing more scary than backpacking in a place you've never been before.
Again, it's like the unfamiliar territory
Yeah.
of both sexuality and travel. It's all a metaphor. I just echoed myself. I am so completely weird. But again, it's like
good job,
it's
John
really
Landis, director of Animal House and Blues Brothers, for going deep on a
Trading
horror
places.
movie.
Trading
Oh,
places is where
yeah.
I'm at. I love trading places.
Backward, man.
And then Coming to America, obviously. Again, there's a lot of great things.
Did you ever see the second one, the sequel?
The newest one that just came out.
Yeah.
Dope.
So fun.
Dope.
Snipes was
Again,
killer in that.
Snipes is never wrong. I just watched Demolition Man again recently, and
He's the best.
the world we live in is so close to Demolition Man. Like, it's
It
still
is.
satirical, but I feel like the entire world is quite satire in so many ways. I wish I hadn't dropped my water. Is it unprofessional?
No,
If we're not getting paid, is it ever professional?
No,
For me,
yeah.
don't get my water.
Get your water.
How much time are we allowed to
hydrated.
have?
Oh, you can stop whenever you want.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's true of all things, isn't it?
That's right.
But, what's it called?
Snipes
Is that really a
demolition.
printer going off? Is that real? Or is that a sound effect?
That's more sound effects.
You have a sound effect of a printer in this
I
place?
don't know what that was.
It must be, you might actually have a fax machine.
That probably wasn't actual fact.
How do we wrap it up?
I don't know. My dad built Leslie's house. He did the architectural stuff here in Orlando for his home, and I got to go into it and meet him, and I played the Demolition Man pinball machine, and Snipes let me play with him. Then we played rounds back and forth. It was so dope. I love Demolition Man.
What year was this?
That had to be like 1992, 3.
Picture it, Orlando, 1993.
Yeah.
Little Keenan playing with big prime time Wesley Snipes.
Right.
Like,
He had that
super-
hair too.
That's White Men Can't Jump. That's
Yes.
New Jack Snipes.
Yeah. They're remaking that, aren't they? White Man Can't Jump.
Everything that can be remade will be remade. That's the point of life.
Ugh.
Again, it's a cycle: birth, death. What's Joseph Campbell?
Yeah.
Joseph Campbell.
Over and over and
revolutions,
over.
revolutions.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm just getting so random that I think it is time to wrap it up because I've only got so much camera verb in me. We
I am
started
sad.
live a while ago, and then the signal went dark on my Instagram because they told me to stop. Apparently, wait, how were you allowed to go longer on your Instagram?
Because you
live?
started before me. Mine might stop.
It's
in the
probably
next
gonna
10
run out.
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
We'll wrap things up.
eat your vegetables, watch your horror movies, take your vitamins.
Yes. Any Halloween info for this week?
Which Halloween info? Every day is Halloween.
Yes, every day
If
is
you want
Halloween.
Halloween, come to us. Every day is Halloween.
Yes.
I don't know how. Oh, look, little hearts are popping up. I like that.
Yeah.
Ice cream, good. Gang.
But yes, we're working. Even though there's a strike happening, we're trying to get our stuff done.
Oh, you're losing battery.
There it is.
They're cutting us off. Somebody's watching on my YouTube. Thank you for that.
Oh God, can I reach
No,
it?
you're messing with your mics
It's fine.
now. No,
It's okay.
we're wrapping it.
We're wrapping it. But yes, thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. We'll have more
Enjoying,
episodes.
because right now they're perhaps listening via podcast, because that's one of our last signals that are coming through, because we are starting to lose battery power. We will learn exactly the correct ways to do this in order to keep our show going and growing.
Yes.
I've enjoyed this. This has been fun.
Well, it's cool because usually I have we write down everything. We go down the list of all the stuff we talk about.
We freewheel.
Because this is the 50th episode, we're rock talking.
And
man.
also we're doing it live. We're O'Reilly style.
Yes.
I enjoyed this. This is good.
Yeah.
Everybody, stay safe. Enjoy your horror movies.
Mhm.
Sleep well.
Yes.
I don't know what or other.
Right.
God bless.
I sign off with saying "Stay scary." George Romero used to say.
Yes, indeed. Stay scary, George Romero style. That is indeed his man.
Yeah.
One of the goats. Like,
You were that Spooky Empire when I met Barbara and who was it, Barbara and Johnny.
Yes.
Yes.
They're coming to get you, Barbara. Seeing the real people in life from Nightmare on Elm Street in the year of our Lord 2023, like when they shot that,
Mhm.
68, black and white. Or was it earlier than 68?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No.
You said Nightmare on Elm Street.
I'm saying that. Sorry. Strike that, reverse it, cut.
Night of the Living
Night of the Living Dead. I know the difference. I just got into myself. But
Yeah.
the point is, seeing all those real people in life sitting at a table together, making cash money in their pockets.
Mhm.
It's a lovely thing. Like, that's what I love about horror conventions. I really truly support them. It's like you are able to see the people you love from the movies in real life and put cash in their pocket. Like, I got to see Tim Capello's sexy saxman himself in real life. His wife or somebody lovely took money from me and put it in a fanny pack, and I got to buy directly an autograph from him and a little pin, and I almost bought the body oil because he had sexy saxman body oil. It was a
course
great
he
gimmick.
does.
Great
Good.
gimmick, but I was like, I'm gonna spill this during the con. I can't deal with this right now. I was so verklempt to see him and be with him, like, because again, he is the only real person from Lost Boys. Like Corey Feldman acting, Jamie Gertz acting.
Yeah.
He really was
He's
sexy
him.
sax man. So it's just
Yeah.
like the fact that he made that real for me was fantastic. That's what I love about movies. It's just the pure imagination,
Mhm.
the ideas that get beat into people's minds. So it's like,
There's a Schumacher in you, I feel.
thank you.
You can bring it out in your next project, I feel.
Again, it's like that Schumacher. Like, I am into the Flatliners, Lost Boys, and as well as like Don't Sleep on Time to Kill, man. Don't sleep on the client. Like, he is a fantastic director. Batman Forever, I have a new love for. Like, as a youngster, I was a little bit like, this is maybe not my Batman. But now I love all Batman. I love all Batman. It's all serial. It's all delicious Batman to me.
See, I was naive, but I was also like, I love.
Did I love you? You got tricked by Batman.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up watching the Keaton films, but like, I love Returns. I love Forever. I thought they were fun, stylistic, like the camera being tilted off.
My happy place is the Batman, Robert Pattinson. Like, that is like a gorgeous gothic fever dream of sexy Catwoman, Batman, and Steven. And it's like, I don't even know what's happening half the time because you're just motorcycling in.
Right. Could you imagine doing that set piece where you have the rigging that's down by the water and all those people? That had to have been such a huge set piece.
They shot that during COVID. It was one of the only things open. Again, there's so much to discuss here on Every Day's Halloween podcast, live show, stream, whatever this is.
Yes.
And we will be talking about all that and more.
Every Day's Halloween show.
We gotta give them something to look forward to.
Yes.
What else will we do? There'll be more leg crossing and uncrossing.
Yes.
There will be more great hair and horror tips and tricks. There'll be more insights into filmmaking and fandom and Fangoria and all sorts of lovely things.
You got some pretty cool corners of entertainment here on the show.
So, closing out, stay scary.
Yes.
Sleep well. And I guess you'll see us, not if I see you first.
That's right.
That's a Stand By Me reference.
I like that.
Extra bonus.
I don't want to die by a train tracks and some kids poking with a stick.
Never. I don't think people do that. Well, actually, I do know plenty of people hang out by railroad tracks, but still, again, stay safe out there, stay happy, and then that's it.
Cool.
Let's cut.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Who's out there? All for you. Lovely people. God bless. Wait, how do I even turn this off? I don't know how to do this on my iPad.
You gotta make it maximize.
Oh, that's the key.
My phone's still going. Let's see what it's.
I can do something. That.